So it's gonna be very simple. We're gonna make a figure 8, lay down our asparagus, beautiful shiitakes. We're just gonna tear a few pieces of this Thai basil and season with a little bit of pepper. And very gently fold this over, pull it towards myself a little bit. Be very delicate and roll just with the tips of my fingers. For all you guys out there, this is a great trick for a little date at home, you know? Looks like you did a lot of work. Great bang for the buck. I'm gonna finish rolling my crepes, then I'm gonna put together my soup and make some Thai basil butter. I've mastered my obedient ingredient and infused a lot of flavor into my chicken and egg meal. I want to take my chicken out very gently, and I want to open this and let it breathe so it has an opportunity to cool properly. I want to strain all of the vegetables out. There's no more flavor in the vegetables. This is now good for the compost. Shake off all that excess. The aroma coming off of this is incredible. I'm getting a lot of that Thai basil. Needs a couple little additions. A little bit of fish sauce will help to round out the flavors. It's really strong, so you don't want to use too much. A little bit of sugar to accentuate the sweetness. I think it needs a little bit of heat. I want to make sure I make a nice flat surface so we don't cut our fingers. I like to use these long finger chilies because they're a little bit more mild and they have a lot of beautiful color. I want to wash my hands after I cut those chilies. Let's give it a taste. We have a beautiful clear broth. Wow, that smells incredible. It's perfect. All those flavors are really working together great. Time to play with my Thai basil butter. With my trusty blender. Okay. Get the basil we had picked from before and a little bit extra. Now my butter is melted and is cooled slightly. I don't want to put hot butter into my blender because it'll start to burn my herbs. I want nice, clean, crisp herbs. Give it a rough little buzz. I think you could use a little bit more basil. I usually find about 1 bunch of basil to each cup of butter makes it really, really green. You eat with your eyes first. Now that it's nice and green and all the ingredients are emulsified, transfer it to a bowl. Get all of that flavor. We want to get as much of that as we can. And it's already started to cool enough to solidify lightly, but I want to speed up this process a little bit. I'm going to throw it into the freezer. While that's cooling down, my chicken is nice and cool and easy to handle. So I just want to peel the skin away, and we have really juicy, tender chicken that just falls away from the bone very gently. So much flavor. The mirepoix, all the vegetables, I taste it all here. So I want to use the dark meat because I find it's more succulent and a little bit more flavorful. Get as much of that meat as I can. The chicken breast I can save for sandwiches, chicken salad, stir fry, but it has a lot of flavor as well. And now that my chicken's in here, I'm gonna check out my Thai basil butter. Needs a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. This is nearly set, and my soup and crepe meal is almost done. I can't wait to get this meal together. I'm just gonna tear into my baguette. I wanna toast this. I wanna make sure it's warm. I've set my oven to broil. My crepes are beautiful at room temperature. Just want to cut these up very simply into thirds like this. And just neatly stack them like so. This makes a great item for a dinner party or for canapes. Check out my bread. Beautiful. It's a little bit warm. It's all I want. Now my Thai basil butter is perfectly set. This I'm just gonna let melt away. I wanna garnish my soup with a couple really simple ingredients. So we put our scallions in. It's just my word for scallion. Set this aside. So I'm gonna use maybe a third of this cucumber. And I like to have a little bit of green when I peel it for a garnish like this, because it adds a nice little color profile. Oh, cannot escape me. Okay. Very simple. I want to cut these down into quarters now. That way they'll fit on my spoon. I'll show you how to make a thing called tomato concasse, which just means diced tomatoes. I like to reserve the seeds and the pulp for a sauce. Then you just dice it. Time to put this together. I want to do a restaurant-style preparation where we put all the garnishing before the soup. Incredible. I want to make sure we get some nice pieces of chicken in there, peppers for color as well as flavor. And it is a chicken soup, so it's gotta have chicken in it. Beautiful. Gonna use our lime. I don't want to add this too early because then it'll cloud our soup, but I do want that bite. And some sesame oil. I don't want to add this too early in the soup because the heat of the broth can scorch the sesame oil and you lose its flavor. We want a bright, silky flavor. Our soup, our crepe, and our baguette with Thai basil butter is all done. I'm gonna dig in. That is some new school soul food. The Thai basil is really bright and refreshing, a little bit of spiciness. Nice light egg flavor, and the textures from our asparagus and our shiitake mushrooms, really, really beautiful. Get a little piece of this bread. Love to dip in soup. We've taken an everyday soup and sandwich dinner, added some crepes, tied it all together with our obedient ingredient, Thai basil, and made something phenomenal. This just needs some music.